I seriously like had tears streaming down my face at the end of this book. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the third book to the A Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas. This one is A Court of Wings and Ruin. Now there will be spoilers in this. If you have not read A Court of Thorns and Roses or A Court of Mist and Fury, then there's probably going to be some spoilers in this review because I have to talk about them to lead up to this one. I can tell you right now that this is going to be my favorite book series. I absolutely love it. I never knew that I was really big into fantasy, which I probably should have known because I loved like the Twilight series and the Hush Hush series. So I should have known that I'm into fantasy, but I've never read a book about fairies. And I love it. Like, this series is probably one of my favorites. I'm a huge fan of Sarah J. Maas. I'm a huge fan of the Court's books. I think they are awesome. They are so entertaining. They're thrilling. There's tons of action going on in these books, and I absolutely love them. I love the romance in it. I love the characters in this book. Every single character like has a special place in my heart, and I know they're just characters, but I absolutely love them. So anyways, going into the book, it starts off with us back at the spring court. We have left the night court. If you guys read A Court of Mist and Fury, that one ended with such a cliffhanger that I like had to start this one instantly to know what was going on and stuff. But it starts off with Farah being back at the spring court, and she is going to try to take down the spring court from within. They are also trying to find out who their allies are with the other courts, summer, autumn, winter, day. I can't think of them all right now, but they're trying to find out who all their allies are to go against Hybern, and I hope that's how you say it. But there is a war brewing, and so this book is packed full of action and everybody getting prepared for this war, and so much happens in this book. Now I will say that this book took me forever to read. I think it's like 700 and some pages long. This book is 700 pages long, and I will say that it took me forever to read this book. Now I don't think that it took me forever because it's a big book, but because I was just like slowly reading it. I think I had like all of this anxiety that the end of the book was going to be disaster. And so it took me forever to finish the book. Like, I kind of just took my time and enjoyed it and didn't really rush to the ending. I will say at the ending of this book, there was times where I was slamming the book down, very gently, but slamming it down, going, no! And times where I had literal tears running out of my eyes. Like, it's so good. I absolutely love these books. If I could recommend any series to anyone, it would be the Court of Thorns and Roses series because I truly do enjoy them. My next book for this is going to be A Court of Frost and Starlight. It's a little bit smaller of a book, and so I don't foresee it taking me too long to get through. And then of course we have the fifth book, which is A Court of Silver Flames. So I've truly enjoyed getting to know all of the characters of this book. I love it. Now, I did read that Hulu has picked this up and it is going to be a TV series. I truly hope this happens because I have been in love with them and I would love to see it as a TV series. I know this is a book set that I am definitely going to reread someday because I love them. I love them. They're my favorites. So if you are a Court of Thorns and Roses fan, I want to know, what other series do you recommend to go along with these books, or something close to these books, or something that you think I would enjoy? Drop a comment below, let me know, because I'm always looking for good book recommendations. I know that I want to read some more of Sarah J. Maas's other books. The other series from Sarah J. Maas that I would like to read is Crescent City. And then eventually I would like to read her A Throne of Glass. I want to read those books as well. Overall, this book review, I'm going going to give it, I want to give it 5 stars because of all the action. There were so many times where I was like holding my breath, waiting like to make sure that everything was going to be okay through stuff that they were going through. Like there's so much action, there's so much going on. Absolutely love that. So I'm going to give it 5 stars. I will say out of all of the books that I've read from this series, A Court of Mist and Fury is probably my favorite. Like that's the top notch. But these other books are just as good. So I would give this a 5-star ranking. This is where we're going to get into spoilers of this book. The book starts off with us being at the Spring Court. From there, Farah takes down Spring Court. She starts unraveling everything that Tamlin has done. She starts painting him in a light where his people don't trust him anymore, and just kind of takes him down from within without him even knowing this is happening. And then she finally escapes, and then she's on a journey. Lucian is coming with her. They are going to the night court, but she loses her powers, so it's not like she can just winnow there. So she ends up going through all of these other courts and fighting her way along to get back to home. So that was really exciting going through. The whole time I was holding my breath until she got to Rhysand, so that was exciting. And then you have it where they are just preparing for that war. They have a few other little wars that they go and fight until they lead up to the big war. Now, I will say that a lot of the time during the big war, I was like, just get on with it. Like, there were so many times where they would like stop and have conversations with other people, and I'm like, no, this is not time for the conversation. Let's just get this war done so I know that everybody is okay. But the ending of the book really did have like such an impactful ending that it did make me cry. I felt the emotions of the characters. Sarah did a really good job with portraying those emotions, and so it did make me cry at the end of this book. So it was really, really good. Anyways, I highly recommend this book. I think it is fantastic. I have started with A Court of Frost and Starlight, so that book review will be coming too. And I just want to thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button with the little bell so you get notified when I post my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. I feel like there's so much more I can say on this book, and I just can't. Like, I can't even put it into words.